Hi, welcome. Welcome to Lady Niguma for the world. I'm Nicole, one of the yoga and meditation teachers here at the Yoga Studies Institute, and I'll be guiding you through a 1-hour Lady Niguma class today. Out of all the things we could be doing right now, I'm so grateful that we get to connect with our yoga community and do this very special practice together. I would love to quickly hear from any of you in the chat where you're joining from, and if you're new to the Lady Niguma practice, or how long have you been doing the practice for? Hi, I see there's some people from Vietnam and Singapore. Welcome, everybody. Malaysia, Taiwan. Oh, wow. Indonesia, all beautiful places. First time in 2011. Wow, Sophia. So you've been practicing for a long time now. We got to get you to teach us soon. Let's see, Malaysia, China. I'm joining from New Jersey, as many people say it's the armpit of the United States, but it's also called the Garden State, and we have a lot of beautiful gardens, and it's very beautiful. So hopefully you can come visit someday. First time in 20. Okay, nice. Practicing for a year now, Jimmy. That's awesome. Okay, well, took this. That's so awesome. Yeah, when you take one of the courses that teaches more in depth about Lady Niguma, you get to dive a little deeper. All right, so overall, the most important part of the practice is to just not take it so seriously and have fun. We really like to emphasize having fun in our yoga practice. So we already did the hardest part, which is coming to our yoga mat. And now we can just put aside all our daily tasks for now and bring our focus to the present moment and really enjoy connecting with our yoga community as we do this practice that is over 1,000 years old. So if it's been around for over 1,000 years, it must be working. So I love the Lady Niguma series because it's so accessible and it has a logical order that goes through each chakra in the body. And we have 3 energetic channels in the body that create our chakras. The Sushumna is the central channel, and that holds thoughts of understanding, love, and compassion. Ideally, all our thoughts would be running through the central channel. So it starts in between the eyebrows. I'll move back a little bit, and it goes up the skull, down the front of the spine, down to our sexual organs. And our reality is created through our speech, our thoughts, and our actions. So we also have the 2 side channels. So in total, we actually have 72,000 channels running through the body, but we have three main ones. So we have the Sushumna and the two side channels, the Ida, the left side channel, the channel of ignorant desire, and then the Pingala, the right side channel of ignorant dislike. And they both start in between the eyebrows, and they loop around, squeezing the central channel at the chakra points. So they squeeze the energy out of the central channel. And the Lady Niguma series is designed so that we untwist these knots that the side channels make, and then we gather the energy back into our central channel, and then we disperse it through the 72,000 channels that we have in the body. So let's start our practice by getting into a comfortable seated position on the mat. You can go cross-legged, put a block under you, whatever you feel most comfortable doing. Maybe bring the shoulders up and back. Close your eyes. Bring a light smile to your face. So when you smile, you loosen the knot that's created at the third eye chakra. So next time that you're smiling and somebody asks you why, you can tell somebody you're doing yoga. So I'll keep reminding you to smile throughout the practice so that we're working on loosening that knot. So now bring your attention to your body and your mind in the present moment. And just take a few moments here in the present to set an intention for your practice. What kind of benefits would you like to see grow through your practice? And when you're ready, bringing that light smile to your face, opening up your eyes, and we're going to start with warming up the body with one sun salutation. Bring yourself to the top of the mat, shoulders up and back, palms facing forward. Light smile, connect with your breath. Bring your toes up and down, connecting with the earth and lengthening the spine, lengthening through the crown chakra. Inhale, bring your hands together at your heart center. Exhale, palms down and back. Inhale, swing the arms up and slightly back. And exhale, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. If you can, touch your palms here, and you're welcome to bend the knees slightly to bring the chest to your legs. And release the palms down. Step your left back foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Light smile here. And you'll notice we started with the left leg. So throughout the series, we're gonna start each pose with our left leg. Now stepping back with the right into plank pose, straight spine here, and we'll go through our vinyasa, bringing our knees down, chest, chin down, and then release the toes, pressing the body up for baby cobra. Inhale, exhale, curl the toes under and coming into our first downward facing dog. Really press the palms into the mat, bringing the heels to the back of the mat and bring one leg in at a time just to start warming up and loosening up the body. And release. And step your left foot, to the front of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Taking a couple breaths here. And then stepping back to forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and slightly back. And then in one graceful motion back to forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Release the hands down to the mat. And now stepping the right foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. And we'll go through our vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or you can bring the body all the way down for chaturanga. And coming up to cobra or upward facing dog. From here, pressing back to downward facing dog. Pressing the palms into the mat, bringing the heels towards the mat, almost like you're stretching the mat in opposite directions. From here, stepping the right foot in between the hands at the top of the mat, left knee down, heart open towards the sky, light smile. And stepping back to forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, release the hands, bring them up and slightly back. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And release for Tadasana, palms facing forward. And start feeling a little fire in the body. All right, so let's start with the series by sitting on the mat with Janu Shirsh Asana. So we're going to bring our left foot into the body, almost just slightly sitting on it, not all the way, just so it's pressing into the perineum. Right leg out, inhale, bring the arms up, facing the right foot and then grabbing onto the right shin or foot, wherever you can. If you need to, you can use a strap here. So now we're working on untwisting the side channels at the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra. This chakra is connected with the element of space. So since we can't really twist here, we put pressure at the chakra point. And just bring your focus there. Your mind gets distracted. Just like in meditation, bring it back to the class, to the yoga practice. Gently release, and let's switch to legs. Again, lifting the arms up, facing the left foot, and then grabbing wherever you can, either the shin or the foot. You can even slightly bend the knee here. And again, bring your attention to the root chakra. Maybe even imagining the knot loosening there. This is your time to really connect your mind with your body. And gently release. So now we're going to bring our feet together for Baddha Konasana, found ankle pose. And if you can bring your hands around your feet. If you need to, you can sit on a block here. So now we're going to be stretching the knot so that we've untwisted the knot. Now we have to straighten it out. Straighten out the channels. So inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, coming just slightly down. If it's more comfortable, you can release your hands down. I like to close my eyes throughout the practice and go more inward, but just listen to yourself, to your body, what's comfortable for you. So we're stretching out the channels now. And after we stretch, you can come down a little further if you'd like now. After we stretch, we're going to gather the energy. We're going to do these movements through each chakra point. You can also think of, while you're at each chakra point, a release, come up, and just come into easy pose. You can think of ways that the element of space in your life can be purified, and how an element of space, which is connected with that chakra, looks like when it's filled with love, compassion, and understanding. All right, so now we're going to gather the energy back to the central channel. And we're going to do this through perineal contractions. So we're going to squeeze the muscles in between the legs. So just follow my lead. The release is slower than the contraction. So inhale, contract, exhale, release. Contract, 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 release. And now taking a deep inhale and a long exhale. So now the next step is to disperse the purified energy through the 72 channels. And we're going to do this through 3 drops. So bring your hands to the mat. You can push against your knees and then drop, coming up. Again. And one last time, imagine all that energy dispersing. And release again, taking a nice deep inhale. And nice long exhale. Let's do that one more time, 3 drops. So again, pressing against the mat. Whatever piece feels good for you. Imagine that purified energy dispersing And when you're done, release. Taking a nice deep inhale. And nice long exhale. And let's come into plank pose and go through a vinyasa. Knees chest chin or chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog. And then pushing back to downward facing dog. Bringing the knees down, step back, swing your legs around, and bring your body all the way down to the mat. So from here, we're going to bend the left leg, place the left foot on the right leg, so above or below the knee. Just don't put pressure on the knee. Grab your left knee with your right hand. Bring it to the right side. And then extend your left arm out, looking past your left fingertips. So now we're untwisting at the sacral chakra. Keeping that light smile, staying connected to the breath. And using the mind to focus on your practice. Letting everything else go for now. Then gently release. Bring the left leg down. Now bend your right leg, press, and then bring your right foot above or below the knee on your left leg. Grab your right knee with your left hand. Raise your right arm up towards the sky. And then bring your knee over to the left side. And right arm to the floor, looking past your right fingertips. So the sacral chakra is connected to wind. The wind always makes me think of speech and a lot of people connect it with the throat chakra, but I always connect it with the wind elements in the body. So this is a good time to think about maybe what would it look like we're in a world of where speech is loving and compassionate, filled with understanding. Or however you connect the wind element. And gently release. Bring the knee up, extending the leg. Bring your palms down to the mat. Bring your upper body up. So flex your feet here. Lengthen your spine. So now that we've untwisted, we're going to stretch the channels. And you can raise your arms up here and then grab, again, your shin or your feet, whatever feels good for you. And your knees can be slightly bent here. Keeping that light smile. Imagine the untwisted channels stretching, loosening the knot at your sacral chakra. And going a little further if it feels good, whatever is accessible and feels good for you. Listen to your body. And gently release. So now we're going to gather the energy, bending the legs here. We're going to go into Navasana boat pose, leaning the upper body back. And here you can bring the legs to a 90-degree angle or all the way out, whatever feels good for you. And then bring your palms facing up, keeping the feet flexed. Keeping that light smile. Sometimes it's a little harder to do in this pose. Again, maybe straighten your legs out here. If you're shaking, that's normal. I'm shaking too. And gently release. Coming down all the way to the mat. So you're going to disperse the energy now. Bend your legs. Bring your feet mat width apart. Extend your arms out. Or if you can't extend them, you can bend them into cactus arms. And we're going to inhale and exhale, bringing the knees to the left side. Inhale up, bring, exhale, knees to the right. And continue this movement, connecting the motions with your breath. And really try to bring the knees down to the floor. Not just moving, really try to consciously connect with the movement, keeping the mind connected on the practice. This will help you strengthen your focus. And again, now we're dispersing all that purified energy in the body. And really come back to center. And we're going to swing up. Bring your palms down, step or jump back to plank pose. And again, we'll go through a vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog. Pushing back to downward facing dog. And then walking up to a forward fold. And we will bring our right leg slightly back. And bring your knee down to the mat here. So I'll face you. Bring your hands to your heart center here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Imagine lengthening through your crown chakra. Relax the shoulders. And we're going to bring our elbow over. And if you can, hook it past your left knee. If not, you can grab the leg, whatever is accessible to you, and try to keep your hands at the center of your chest. And from here, look past your left shoulder. So now we're at the navel chakra, untwisting the knot here. And release. From here, bring your palms down and step into a forward fold. You can bring your hands behind your legs or grab your toes. So we're twisting and stretching each side. And release the hands out to the mat. And now step your left foot back. And your knees are at 90-degree angles. Also, I didn't mention the first one, but you can have your leg extended here. Okay, so coming up, bring your hands to your heart center, lengthening the spine, shoulders relaxed, keeping that smile, and then twisting over to the right side, looking past your right shoulder. And twisting the knot here at the navel chakra. Keeping the mind on the practice. Listening to your body. And gently release. And again, coming into forward fold. If you want to go a little deeper, you can bring your palms facing up and step your feet onto your palms. Couple breaths here. Good job, everybody. Already at the navel chakra, we're doing great. And gently release. Now you're just gonna sit back, extend the legs on the mat, and bring the body all the way down. So we're working on the navel chakra, so we gotta do some ab work, of course. So we'll be doing some leg lifts, starting with the left leg. Inhale, left leg flexed. Exhale, point and release the leg down. Inhale, legs flex up. Exhale, point down. One more. And release the leg down. And now flex the right leg, bringing the leg up. And then point. Bring the leg down. 2 more times like this. Flex up. Point down. Flex up. Point down. All right, now we're going to do both legs. Let's do 5 of both legs. Both legs flex. Inhale. Exhale. Bring both legs up. Inhale. Point down. And don't bring them all the way down, just hover. All right, flex, come up. Point, come down. 3 more, flex, legs up. Point, come down. Inhale, flex up. Point down. Last one, let's do it nice and slow. Flex the legs up, moving slowly, slowly up. And then point, slowly, slowly coming down, gathering that energy at the navel chakra. Let's hover a little bit and release. Good job, everyone. All right, so now we're going to come into a comfortable seated position, easy pose, one leg in front of the other. If you need to, you can sit on a block here. So we're going to disperse the energy through doing Kapalabhati, shining skull. If you haven't done it before, it's you can follow me. I'll show you an example now. So you're doing a forceful exhale And then the inhale is passive and it's very quick. So it looks like this. All right, so we'll do it all together now for 30 seconds. Let's take a nice inhale and exhale first. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and begin. And release. Good job. Take a nice deep inhale. Nice long exhale. One more time. Deep inhale. And long exhale. All right, so let's go through our vinyasa. Coming into a plank pose. Knees chest chin or chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog. Pushing back to downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to just come into a seated position. And we're going to come into half fish pose. So you can start with your legs extended here. Bend your left leg and then place it over your right knee. Your right leg can stay straight or you can bend it, tuck it to the side. Left arm goes behind the lower back, right arm comes up. Inhale, twist, and we're going to twist to the left side. You can either grab your left leg or, again, hook the elbow over, looking past your left shoulder. So we finished the navel chakra associated with the element fire, and now we're on the heart chakra associated with the earth. So here we have 3 knots. So we have more poses than in the other chakra points. And in this pose, you can try to go a little deeper through connecting your body with the breath. But when you inhale, try to lengthen your spine. When you exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. And you can stretch your eyes by really bringing them to the left corners. Good to give the eyes a little stretch as well. And release. Counter twist to the opposite side. And we'll switch the legs. You can start by, again, putting the leg straight, bend your right leg, place it over the left knee. Left leg can stay straight, or you can bend it, tuck it to the side. Right arm behind the lower back. Lengthen the left arm up. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right side. Again, looking past the right shoulder. Keeping that light smile. And imagine untwisting the knots at the heart chakra. Purifying the earth elements. We create our reality through our thoughts, speech, and our actions. So maybe bringing to mind how you can connect this with the earth elements. Purifying any connection you have to the earth. My favorite is to pick up a piece of trash when I see it. Even just cleaning my apartment always feels really good. And gently release. And from here, we're gonna stand up at the front of our mat. So we'll start on this side so you can see me. And we're going to step our left leg back. And it's gonna come, the left foot is gonna come in line with the short side of the mat. And then try to bring your right leg to 90-degree angle, extending your arms out, looking past your right fingertips here. So we're stretching the channels now. Keeping your mind at the heart chakra. Staying in the present. And extending the right leg. Bring the right toes forward. Left toes facing the short side of the mat now. And then bending your left leg. Arms extending, looking past your left fingertips. From here, straighten your left leg. You can bring your right foot in a little bit. We're gonna go for modified Trikonasana pose. So your fingertips are gonna go past your left toes, and then you're going to open up, coming into Trikonasana pose. If you have a block, this is a good time to use it. And you can look forward here or up past your right your fingers. Whatever feels good for you. And coming up, bring the left foot in, right foot facing the short side of the mat. Arms extended, bring your fingertips past the right toes and open up to Trikonasana. Good job, everybody. So again, we're doing untwisting here since we have those 3 knots. And slowly coming up, and you can heel toe your feet together here. And bring your feet to touch or slightly apart. Extend your arms over your head. I like to keep my index fingers up here. Inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale, coming over to the right side, and you'll feel a nice stretch on the left side of the body. So you can really press into the left foot here. And use the breath to open up that left side body. Slowly coming up. And then switching over to the other side, pushing that right foot into the mat, extending your arms to the left side, breathing into the right side of the body. And slowly come up, release the hands down. So again, pressing your left foot into the mat, we're going to go into tree pose. And you can bring your right foot to your ankle, your shin, or to your upper thigh. Just don't put pressure directly on the knee. Hands can come to your heart center and find a focal point in front of you to help you focus. Engage the abdominal muscles, like smile. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can try closing your eyes during this pose. And gently release. Take your legs out a little bit. Bring your right foot grounded into the mat. And now left foot goes onto the ankle, shin, or upper thigh. Whatever feels good for you today. Hands come to heart center. And again, find a focal point in front of you. Maybe one side feels more balanced than the other. Connect with your body and notice. And gently release. Shake your legs out a little bit. And then coming down to the mat. And we're going to go into half shoulder stand here. So you're coming all the way down to the mat. Legs are extended up, and you're just gently bringing your body up until you feel pressure at the heart chakra. So you're not going all the way up. Just feeling pressure at that point where at the level of the heart. And gathering the energy at the heart chakra. Imagining the world and earth filled with love, compassion, understanding. And gently release. Now we're going to disperse that energy, that purified energy, and we're going to do horse rolls. So these are really fun, I think. So basically, you bring your knees up, legs go above, and you roll up. You can do this 5 times. So you're dispersing the energy throughout the spine. 2 more. And then we're going to meet at the front of the mat and then step back into plank. And go through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Coming into cobra or down or upward facing dog, leading in downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Feeling the support of the earth underneath you as you do your practice. And then bringing the knees down, sitting back, we're going to go into reverse tabletop. So you can bring your feet to the mat, hands behind you. And we're going to bring the hips up. Shoulders should be in line with our wrists. And release your neck back. Taking a few more breaths here. And gently release, coming down to the mat. Just taking a quick break here. And from here, we're going to go into shoulder stand. So if you don't have shoulder stand in your practice, you can bring the legs up and put a block under your lower back. Or just keep the legs up here, or maybe put a pillow, if whatever you have accessible. And if you do have shoulder stand in your practice, coming all the way up. Keeping that weight slow. Reversing the blood flow in the body. You can stay in shoulder stand or go a little further, bring the feet behind you for plow pose. If your feet touch the ground here comfortably, you can release the hands down to the mat. And then whenever you're ready, slowly coming down to the mat. Releasing the legs down. Releasing the arms to the side of the body. Taking a moment here. Maybe bringing your knees into the chest. Moving side to side a little bit. I'm releasing the legs down to the mat. Tuck your palms under the body, palms facing down onto the mat. We're going to go into fish pose. So here we're pulling up through the center of the chest and bringing our head down to the mat. If you can, bringing your crown chakra to the mat. If your head doesn't reach the mat, that's fine. You can put a block there. Keeping that light smile. You're doing great. And to come out of the pose, you're lifting up through the center of your chest again, bringing the chin to the chest, and then coming down and releasing here. Again, taking a moment here to take a quick rest. Again, you can bend the legs, bring your knees into the chest, and we make little circles with the knees going in one direction to the other. And from here, we're going to roll up and come into plank pose. Again, going through our last vinyasa here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to cobra, or upward facing dog. Pressing back to downward facing dog. Bring the knees down to the mat. And now we have reached the crown chakra. So here we do headstand, but only if you already have headstand in your practice and you've been taught by a teacher at a studio. I recommend doing this. Or if you haven't, so we have some other options. We can go into rapid pose, bringing the crown chakra to the mat, and then you're holding your legs here, your feet here, and just bring the body up, putting pressure on the crown chakra. Or if you want to just get a feel of what it would be like to be in headstand, this is another option. You grab your elbows and then you interlace your fingers, bringing your crown chakra to the mat. And also, if you don't know where your crown chakra is, you can grab your hand and then you put it above your nose, and wherever your center, your middle finger falls, that's the spot that you want to put on the mat. So you can do 3 of those options. Kind of just practice coming into headstand if you don't already have it in your practice. You can even extend the legs here. Maybe slightly walk them in. Whatever feels good for you. Also, going against the wall is a great option. Whenever you're ready, coming down. You can swing you're actually going to come down to a child's pose. take a moment here to let your body rest a little bit, let your neck rest a little bit. You can even make a fist or two and put your forehead onto your fist. Just listen to your body, see what feels good for you. And slowly coming up. Swing your legs forward. And then we're going to come into the most fun pose, very well deserved, Shavasana. Just let your whole body relax here. This is the time to really enjoy all the benefits of your work today. Getting that light smile. Maybe even giving yourself a little hug here. And releasing. Relaxing the forehead. Relaxing the eyes. Relaxing the jaw and the tongue. Relaxing the organs of the senses, the eyes, the ears, the skin. The tongue. Relaxing the whole body, your shoulders, your hips, your legs. Allow yourself to just melt into the mat. Taking a few minutes of quiet time here. I encourage you to take a minute to do a little mini coffee meditation, which means taking a moment to rejoice for all the good things you've done today, whether you just woke up or maybe you're going to bed soon. Take a moment. Rejoicing for doing your practice. Maybe smiling at someone. Whatever made you feel good. However you helped somebody else today. Maybe you took the time to take care of yourself today. Maybe take the time to connect with your awesome yoga community, showing up for others. And then whenever you're ready, connecting with the breath again. Start to bring your awareness back to your body, moving your fingers and your toes. Bring your arms overhead, giving yourself a nice long stretch. Bending the legs and then coming up to rest on your favorite side. I really love to take another rest here for a minute. So comfortable. Taking a little extra time to relax. And whenever you're ready, pressing yourself up to a seated position. And I'd like to finish the practice with an Om together. Bring our hands to our heart center. You can close your eyes. Another great big smile to end the practice, and let's dedicate all the goodness we've done to the happiness of every being in this world and every other world. And let's send that out with that Om. Taking a nice deep inhale. Oh. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It was so great to see you all. Thank you for this beautiful time and for connecting with each other. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. And remember to drink some water and hydrate after the practice. And most importantly, rejoice for your efforts today.